I love you.
She's the Pilates princess of Boston.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah, so I do Pilates. I work with Jan, who used to be at Chelsea Piers and now works out of a small practice in Chelsea. And I do some stuff on the reformer and do some mat work, but mostly it's because I've had back problems for years and, you know, retail leg and
those
standing
big
around.
boxes of makeup.
Well, I used to be a butcher. That screwed my back up years ago. So, and the Pilates is just good for the stretching and the core work and that kind of thing. So,
great.
and maintaining my lithe physique, as you can see.
But what about now? Like, how are you fitting Pilates into this insane schedule?
I'm not during the show week. It's kind of because you never know what the schedule is. You don't know time-wise. So it's just stretching at home and time on the treadmill, just to do a little.
When you can.
Yeah. But like while the kettle's going in the morning for tea, get on the treadmill for 5, and then so just staying active. And my dog's not at home right now. It's usually I'm walking the dog in the morning as well.
So you're really being very conscientious, actually.
I'm trying to.
Yeah. It's all those little things, right? That
yeah, because I mean, I think what's happened to me before is I got to the point where I was thinking, well, if I can't devote an hour to it, then I'm not going to do anything.
the all or nothing approach.
Yeah, so you're better off if you can do 10 minutes here,
when you're
5
allowed,
minutes there.
you know, yeah,
I mean,
right.
so
yeah,
because it's easy to let yourself off the hook. But if you say, okay, 5 minutes is better than nothing at all in the morning, and then.
Well, with us, it's the walking around. I'm training for a half marathon.
Oh my God, okay.
I'm like, okay, I can't run, but I'm walking 6 miles a day. So,
yeah.
you know, it's something.
Right.
It's not great, and I'll have to get back.
Yeah.
So, back to this. What are you going to? These are so yummy. Are we doing color again? Or?
There's some stuff's going to be, there's a bunch of colour this week. This one, it's not so much about the colour. Well, you've seen the space, but if you walk in, that's a very intimate space, so girls are very close to you. So the skin's got to be as real as possible. All I'm doing is taking this navy blue shadow. I'm putting this lip balm around the eyes, first of all. And the lip balm has a little bit of iridescence to it. And then applying the shadow with a small brush, and it kind of melts into the lash line. And then what happens in the photography and in the stage light is that you get this kind of wet eye, this kind of flash around the eye. So it's a bit makeup-y, but you don't read anything very graphic or heavy. And then for the lip itself, we use this kind of alabaster, which is like a silver beige tone.
Oh, that's like what I have. It's a Burt's Bees one. I love that color.
And this is what this does, it has a little bit of violet and gold, and it just defeats the natural red a little bit with the lip. And it's just put on with the fingertips, so you don't paint it on.
My daughter's 13-year-old friend said it's too emo, or whatever. I think it's beautiful.
Number one, don't ever listen to children when it comes to makeup.
Thank you, that's so critical. So, this is a great look, but what's great about you is you bridged very editorial things to commercial. So how do we make this editorial look commercial? Like to a woman out there who's like, wow, I love that, but I'm not going to put Vaseline on my eyes. You know, so how do you do that?
You would swap out the Vaseline or the lip balm for a pale shadow, like a pearl eye shadow, something a bit more stable.
Right.
And then use the shadow in the same way, the darker, the navy blue shadow, but then weapon of choice, like I said before, little finger, and then once you've got the colour on, blend it out, like pre-destroy it. So once you've like worn it out a little bit, it'll be more stable, and you can make the line stronger if you want to. The lip is just easy. Just pop it on.
My last question, how did you get the idea, or how did this come about that you were going to use navy? Because blue eyeshadow is not that used, I guess.
I'm just looking at the girls in the clothes. We try on the clothes, and I really like the way it looks. We played a little bit. And we're about to the light test and see, then we can make adaptations and change things, make it stronger, break it down a little bit. But you know, it was just something that, like I said, I didn't want to read strong makeup for this, but just wanted the girls to look cool in the clothes.
And do you have a new favorite product from what you're developing here? Because I know you're constantly cooking up new stuff.
I am.
You should say no.
Well, the 2012 stuff.
You showed me something that you were like madly in love with.
Well, I mean, the lips I really love. These are for spring.
Are these yummy?
This one is one of my favorites.
It's like you just want to dive in there and put them on.
And this is the adaptation of the Dragon Red that we did for the first collection. So we took the red tone, made it more transparent, and put gold pearls in it.
Will this have a name, or is it going to be
it's Dragon
R
Red.
or whatever?
Dragon Red.
It is Dragon Red. And when will
Dragon Red was the original, but this is the Golden Dragon, and this is for spring.
So we can't get that yet?
It goes on counter, I think, in February.
Okay, well we can have Dragon Red now.
Dragon Red now, and then the Golden Dragon.
And is it a gloss, or is it a
No,
lipstick?
it's a lipstick.
It's a lipstick.
So it's this super moisturizing thing. But my challenge with this collection was I wanted to do shimmering lipstick that wasn't like completely teenage.
Right.
So trying to like amp them up a little bit. We've still got some
Yeah,
pop
let's
and
give them
stuff
knock the teenagers one more time.
Because they have it their own way too long.
I wish my daughter were here so she could hear that. But
constant
with all
fight
this
with my
white,
niece
can we
about
wear all this color?
Yeah,
like
of
all
course.
these white clothes. It's like a whitewash of clothes. Everything I've seen.
I mean, but this is the whole point of color is it's like temporary action on the permanent face. You know, that's
Okay.
what you do. That this is the constant in your life. The clothes chop and change, mix and match.
Yeah, you can wash it off if you don't like it.
Yeah,
I think that's what
exactly.
François Nars said a long time ago. He said, what's the
I
big
said it
deal?
first.
Oh, okay, all right.
Well, no, that's the whole point of makeup. Is it's just a little temporary change. There's no, no one gets hurt. It's cheaper than clothes.
And it's not like hair. If you cut it off, you're in trouble. Or if
Right.
you dye it, then it's like a whole
Yeah, no,
drama.
the makeup is just, we run into occasional cosmetic dramas where people bleach eyebrows and do horrible things like that. But otherwise, it's just,
yeah.
temporary condition.
What I'd love to ask you, the next thing with this Band of Outsiders is kind of how you went from being a butcher to this. It's like a huge divide. But there's a lot of people who have done similar.
But I mean, everyone. What's the idea? I think the general. There was some poll years ago, like a Gallup poll, that was about people changing careers 3 times. Most people change careers 3
I
times
read
now.
that one, yeah.
So I've only changed twice, as far as I know. But I do photography more now. I'm designing makeup for a Broadway show, which is new. So I'm just like, that's just happened this season.
Great, what are you going to do?
It's the musical adaptation of Woman on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown from the Almodovar film.
I remember that, yeah.
So yeah, that opens at the Belasco. The previews on the 2nd of October and November 4th is the opening.
That's very exciting.
Yeah, so
When do you have time for that?
good. Well, I did some yesterday morning before work, and I'm going straight into workshops after the New York shows.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.